So, Mukund, what Arkoji explained that same thing. So, I am basically explaining you first the ECC and second the HANA. Okay, so first ECC demo and second HANA demo. Okay, because you are new in SAP, so that. So basically, SAP history of SAP. SAP means system. The full form is system, application, and product in data processing. So basically, system means so basically what is your system? The system is your presentation layer. Okay. Second one is your first one is a presentation layer. Second one is your application layer. Right? If if you skip any part, so you can refer to screen. Okay. Is it? It's okay for you. Okay. And third is database part. So basically, at beginning stage, when SAP introduced presentation layer, application layer, and the database layer, the three different layer in three different systems. So this is R1. SAP introduced first R1 system. So this is R1 system when the three different layer in three different systems. Then the R2 comes when presentation layer and application.
We're not listening voice.
In between, where do you stay, Mukund?
Yes, sir.
Sorry? I'm not able to hear you properly.
Sir, can you explain what you said?
Sorry, Mukund, your connection or your voice is little bit flabby. Say one more time. Arekbar bolo. Hello.
हाँ हेलो
हाँ हाँ এবার ক্লিয়ার আছে আরেকবার বলো সরি
सर बोल रहे कि अब क्या बोल रहे हैं अभी हम सुना नहीं रहे
अच्छा 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 मैं बोल रहा हूँ which part of the sorry city you are living
कोलकाता
कोलकाता में कहाँ
सर कोलकाता में बालीगंज है
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा
बालीगंज स्टेशन जस्ट नियर टू बालीगंज स्टेशन
अच्छा बालीगंज स्टेशन okay okay and you are working in Tally so which kind of industry is it means
कंसल्टेंसी
consultancy okay and they are giving a finance consultancy
या
okay okay yeah Mitunjay also joined so hand it over to I just tell
Sorry for that electricity issue. Heavy rainfall outside, so that. Am I audible properly? Hello.
Yes, yes.
Okay. There is heavy rainfall outside, so that. So I'm on the R2 layer, right? R2 system. Hello. Mukund, I'm on the R2 system, right? This one, right? So what I told previously, that SAP introduced at the very beginning, SAP introduced R1 system, which is the three different layer in three different system. Okay, the presentation layer, application layer, and database layer in three different system. The presentation layer is basically your PC, your system. Okay, so this is your presentation layer where you can see the data. Okay, and application means SAP GUI, graphical user interface, GUI. Okay, so this is your application layer. So presentation layer is your PC and application layer is your SAP GUI, which is database. So database is two types. One is traditional database. Some discuss later traditional database, which is traditional. What is traditional database in the course? Okay. And I think Mukund, you heard that RDBMS, database management system. I think you heard that, right? Hello. Am
No,
I
sir.
audible?
Earlier,
Okay, okay, no issue, no issue. Show you that approach. So HANA database is new database. Why? You are using Tally, right? So in Tally, what happened that you are using Tally, right? So you are using finance in Tally, right?
yes, sir.
So please in communicate करो, ठीक है? तो easy रहेगा. SAP is only one ERP software which is linked with different modules. Okay, not SAP ECC, SAP HANA. Okay, ECC is not linked with a different module. Okay, so if you are just if you are clearing for month-end activities, okay, or any kind of allocation. Okay, allocation means your production cost. Let's suppose your production cost is one is canteen. Okay, in your organization, your employees are daily go to canteen. Okay, and those employees are help in production also. So in your canteen, you have finance workers. Means finance. I think there is any background noise. Please me. There is background noise.
हाँ मुकुंद आप थोड़ा म्यूट में जाओगे because it is coming from yeah
Yeah,
I think
thank you. So in canteen, okay, so you have your finance employee, you have your marketing employee, and you have your let's say different others. Okay, so for each sector, how much cost you occur for each sector? Okay, how much cost you occur? So this is carried by the cost center. Okay, this is the allocation. So previously the allocation process is not so easy. In also in Tally, the Tally allocation is not possible actually. But in ECC, the allocation is possible, but the allocation is not in proper way. Like if you go for the check the documents in cost center, you find a document number, and if you I think you don't know about all these things, but in course I'll show you. And in finance, you have a different doc number. This is previously. Okay, but in HANA, you have only one doc number, only one document number. This is the difference between HANA and ECC. Okay. Again, one other difference is HANA is basically search column wise. So if I show you the HANA, there is something reconnecting issue. If I go for the AC Doka table, this is basically universal general table. So in the technical setting part, you find that HANA is search column wise. What is the benefit of seeing the column wise data and row wise data? Okay. Advantage of this. Let's see. Let's suppose your one is your employee ID. Okay. In this column, you have employee ID and name, and suppose some different thing like age. So you have 1, 2, 3. Okay. So name is a, take short name. Okay. And age is, let's suppose 20, 30, and 40. Okay. So if you search for row wise, then system first search the first row. Okay. So system not find, if you find second, if you want the second and age, employee ID is 2 and age is 30. So first ECC search like that. First he search first row, second row. If he finds second, then he throws the 30. Okay. And the column wise advantage is HANA search like that. First he search the employee ID second, and second wise he age 30. So this is fast. That's why HANA takes the data from column wise. So I go for the AC Doka table. And there is and I show you the universal journal in technical settings. Okay. In technical settings, this is the technical settings. If you go for the database specification, just see it's column wise. Data store is column wise, but not in ECC. Okay. So this is the basic difference. The first basic difference. If in interview someone asks you, this is the first basic difference. Then the second difference in ECC and HANA. Why people are prefer better than HANA? Okay. So currently you don't know about all those things, but so just assume that those are 4 different tables. Okay, these are 4 different tables for different things. Like this is for cost, this is for your GL in company code settings. So this is just chart of account table. Okay. And another one is SKB1. This is your same table but company code. Okay. Different tables store different data. But if you go for the those tables, the only thing is cost element category is new. So this is the only difference between those four tables. So that ECC is slow and RAM consuming, and also for that reason AC Docker table release the universal journal, where all those table is not necessary. Only one table is necessary, AC Docker. Okay. So this is primary thing about ECC and HANA. Except that ECC, you have Oracle also. You had that Oracle database, Oracle ERP. Okay. Microsoft also have a ERP, but those are not popular. Oracle also popular, but not as like as ECC. Now, how many types of project in SAP? Okay. So one is your implementation project, which is your total is fresh project. Fresh means, and second one is your rollover project. Like rollover means let's think that you have a plant. You have a plant in Kolkata, and your business requirement is create a new plant in, let's suppose, in Odisha. Okay. So this is the rollover project that you have your SAP implemented, but to create some customizing changes. So this is the rollover project. Third one is upgradation. Upgradation is basically from ECC to HANA or from another ERP software to HANA, this kind. Fourth one is support and audit. Audit, you know that audit is basically for the auditors. This is completely different thing. System landscape. System landscape, what I previously show you, that you have your presentation layer. You have your application layer. Third one is your database layer, right? So the relationship between these three layers is system landscape. That's what is written. Okay. Now, FICO is different modules in FICO. One is finance. Finance is basically carried org structure, FI global settings, general ledger. General ledger you heard in Tally also. But this kind of general ledger is different than Tally. Okay. In Tally, you have account type. In Tally, you have account type, and you create a ledger. In Tally, you have no general ledger. Okay. In Tally, you have account type and ledger, right, Mukul?
Yes, sir.
So in ECC and HANA, you have general ledger. By this general ledger, you can define your cost element. Okay. In HANA, not in ECC. In HANA, by this ledger, you define cost element in same screen like FS00 screen. Okay. So this cost element help you for allocation purpose, settlement purpose. This cost element is used for and absorb cost for product costing. Okay. This product costing also include COGM, COGS, and material ledger cost in material ledger. Those things after the course started, then I show you. And if I in FI module you have period end and like the difference between period and month is let's think that your financial calendar start from April to March. In India, this is a real scenario. Okay, so in April is 4th, and your March is April. Let's say April 2020, and your March is 03/2023. So 4th is your month, but in SAP this is first. This is period. 4th is month, and first. Why? If you say that first, this is period. So this is period and activity. That's why it's period and activity. Okay. Period and activity and month end activity, year end activity. Those is including FI. Okay. Then comes in FIAA module. FIAA means asset accounting. Okay. In asset accounting, you have asset depreciation. You had that SLM, straight line depreciation. Had also asset acquisition, asset under construction. Asset under construction means, let's suppose you have a uh, building, but it's not finished yet. Okay. So this is your AUC. So all the cost occurs during creation. Okay. Is transferred to cost center. So this is basically your AUC. This is not your asset. Okay. It's under construction. After construction, this is your asset. If you consume that, this is your asset. Then if I CO module, in CO module you have controlling part. Basically, CO module is your managerial module. Okay. This is only for data fetching or reporting purpose. This is your manager. The another word is it is your manager accounting. The another word is CO. Then FIMM integration, FISD integration. For FIMM and SD integration, I need MM and SD settings, SD basic settings for that. Okay. And if you have any interest in above, so that I can show you create how to create a table and how to debug a program. Okay, if you interested in above language. That's for that. Now comes into HANA. Okay. So this is the old version. Okay, 1909. The newest version is I think 2021. So this is SAP S4 HANA key enables. Okay. So S4 HANA uses HANA database. Previously SAP previously ECC uses Oracle database. Now HANA uses S4 HANA uses HANA database. Now SAP S4 HANA also provide you Fury app. Okay, Fury app is basically user friendly and it's access from different devices like mobile, laptop. Okay, and it is role based. Role based means if you are a junior accountant, if you are in a post of junior accountant, this is your role for Fury, and you can access only those field which is necessary for junior accounting. Like you cannot post any transaction more than 10,000 or more than 1 lakh, depend on your business situation. S4 HANA basically depends on implemented by cloud system or on-premise. On-premise means in your organization, and cloud system means SAP provide you the server access and the some necessary basis settings. The basis consultants do that setting. Uh, On-premise update you half yearly, and cloud system updates quarterly. So that means on-premise twice update, on-premise twice update, and cloud quarterly. So this is more expensive than this, like Orgota said. So SAP project basically what I have shown you previously, this one, this implement and rollover, upgradation, support, and audit. This is basically in two different types. One is greenfield, one is brownfield. Greenfield is newly implemented, and brownfield is converted. Okay, from ECC to HANA. Like what I told you in implementation and upgradation. So what is the difference between SAP HANA database and ECC 6.0? Okay. So ECC can be implemented on HANA database. So previously it is in Oracle, like in Oracle, but you can transfer it into HANA database. But in S4 HANA with non-HANA database, it is not possible. Okay. So in there, another concept is coming, OLTP and OLAP, means online transaction processing, online application process, online transaction process, and online application process. So why this kind of new terminology comes? Because in early 90s, you have only for day-to-day transaction. Your business capture day-to-day transaction, and after your month end, if let's put an example, right? Let's suppose you have some stock, and after debit credit, how much you left in stock. So this is previously done in early 90s. But now business processes are so much complex, so that those kind of new terminology comes by SAP, OLAP and OLTP. Central finance is not in your course, but what is central finance? Central finance basically you have your tally. You have tally and other multiple ERP. So central finance basically for your managerial reporting. Basically for your managerial reporting. Central finance capture data from different ERPs. Let's say you have tally. For example, on ERP1, okay, and ERP2. Central finance like that. Feature of S4 HANA is already I told you that it is an in-memory database. It comes from the column wise and the OLTP and OLAP. I already told you OLTP and OLAP. And other ERP software, I also told you that Microsoft, Oracle, those are all. Some additional features of S4 HANA is S4 HANA is basically multiple processor enables for parallel processing. Parallel processing means I to CO or FI to your or FI to your PP or FI with your S. So this is synchronized for that. And universal journal, which is AC Doka. I told you that single source of truth. No other table is necessary for data facing. And index and total table are removed. Like I told you that others table are not necessary. And Fury application, I also told you that you are a junior accountant. Your role base is Fury. This is not required for your new company. So that's all for today. If you have any query related, you can ask anything.
सर आई एम आस्किंग दैट तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ
हाँ आप बंगाली में बोल सकते हैं आप नहीं बंगाली बोल सकते
हिंदी में भी बोल सकते हैं
अच्छा ठीक है हाँ बोलो
सर बोल रहे थे कि जैसे कि ये जो हम कोर्स करेंगे तो इससे क्या हम जो जो ग्लोबल सर्टिफिकेशन का जो एग्जाम होता है
हाँ
वो तो दे पाएंगे ना तो वो मेरा उसके लिए पूरा प्रिपरेशन हो जाएगा ना
देखिए ग्लोबल सर्टिफिकेशन का प्रोसेस क्या होता है ग्लोबल सर्टिफिकेशन का प्रोसेस होता है कि मैं आपको FI CO ठीक है और ऐसे ये सब आपको सर्टिफिकेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से समझा दूंगा मतलब सर्टिफिकेशन में जो क्वेश्चन आता है एग्जाम आपको देना है एग्जाम आप देंगे एग्जाम तो मैं नहीं दे सकता मैं आपको सर्टिफिकेशन क्वेश्चन वाइज लाइक सर्टिफिकेशन क्वेश्चन में क्या आता है कि डॉक्यूमेंट्स टाइप में क्या कंट्रोल होता है, ठीक है, पोस्टिंग की में क्या कंट्रोल होता है, ठीक है, those are basic question, okay, highest hierarchy, those are basic question I told you, okay, and some interview question also I told you. So this thing I can do, but exam is depend on you, okay. I can show you the questions also.
Just to just to highlight on Mukund point,
Yeah.
Mukund, certification you can appear in two ways. One ways is if you don't know anything, means right now, whatever your stage is, and then you go for the SAP certified course. There are some, we are not certified provider, solution provider. Now you need to go to the those who are certified, and the cost for this around 3.5 to 4K, 4 lakhs for 1 month training. Now after that, I think some your battery is low. Someone battery is low. Now after that, there is a this path. If you don't know anything for that, other path is if you have 2 years of SAP experience in any consulting or end user point of view, SAP experience, then also you are eligible for sit for certification, global certification. There is a cloud-based global certification, so you need to prove your 2 years of experience, so and so on organization that you are working over there, and side by side you have those training for that. So SAP can eligible you for certification. Now for both the cases you need to pass the exam, and that is for sure, but we can we can only help you for guiding the certification course wise guidings, that we can help you, but you need to appear for the certification, that is for sure, whatever path you choose. If you go for SAP certified solution provider, they also teach you within 1 month with a hefty charges, because they are need to maintain all those things and other things, and certification comes with the dollar value.